Dear soul, take a deep breath. Let a bit of the tension you carry ease away. I am here, a messenger of light, bringing Archangel Michael's powerful, loving presence. He stands beside you now, enveloping you with wings of protection and comfort. This message is not by chance. It directly answers your heart's silent prayers, your quiet tears, and the questions that weigh on your mind when longing grows strong. You've sought solace, wondering about your beloved who has crossed over. You want to know their well-being, their whereabouts, their peace. That's precisely what we're here to discuss. The heavens have heard your call, and the answer comes now, clear as sunlight through thick clouds. Archangel Michael asks you to open your heart to this truth, not just with your mind, but with your whole being, as it has the power to calm your inner storm and bring deep serenity. First and foremost, Archangel Michael wants you to know, unequivocally, that your loved one is immensely happy. Try to grasp happy not as we understand it on Earth, limited by daily worries, physical bodies, and life's dualities. Their happiness now is beyond human description. It springs from complete freedom, the absence of any burdens. Picture a state where there are no concerns about time, finances, health, or others' opinions. A place where every breath, if breaths existed, would be pure love and acceptance. This is where your loved one resides. The departure process, which seems so final and painful to us, is truly a soul's return home. It's like shedding heavy, tight clothing after a long day and feeling true liberation. The soul detaches from its physical form, expands, and recognizes its true nature of light and energy. Archangel Michael shows me an image to share. It's like a diver, long in the ocean's dark depths, suddenly surfacing to the sun's warmth, the vast blue sky, and fresh, pure air. That's the feeling, a complete release. Your loved one is not in darkness or alone. Instead, they are in an environment of vibrant light, a healing, welcoming light that brings all truth to understanding. They were greeted by other beings of light, spiritual guides, and perhaps even family and friends who passed before. There was no moment of loneliness or fear after crossing over. It was a reunion, a celebration, a return to a spiritual family always awaiting them. Earthly confusion and uncertainties dissolved like mist, replaced by profound clarity and understanding of life's purpose. A constant peace pervades everything, a tranquility you might have sensed in your deepest prayers, like a gentle touch on your spirit. This peace is the enduring atmosphere where your loved one now resides. The insights that follow might shift how you view your longing. Before proceeding, write this mantra in the comments. My heart is open to give and receive genuine love. Now, to continue. This peace is not passive, it's active, full of vitality and affection. It's not an end, but a continuation of existence in a much higher, grander form. So, when longing comes and sadness tries to settle, Archangel Michael asks you to hold on to this image, your loved one bathed in light, genuinely smiling, free of any burden, and completely at peace. This is their present reality, and this is the truth heaven offers to comfort your soul today. Dear soul, let's explore more deeply this state of happiness your loved one experiences. It's crucial to understand that the perspective from the other side is vastly different from ours. Here, our happiness often connects to achievements, moments, or people. There, happiness is the very state of being. It's not sought after, but simply exists. Archangel Michael explains that upon leaving the physical body, the soul undergoes a period of adjustment, a loving review of its existence. It's not a judgment, as many cultures teach, but a self-assessment done with the purest love and understanding. In this process, your loved one viewed their earthly life from a higher perspective, grasping the why behind each challenge, the value of every tear, and the beauty of every smile. They saw how every interaction and experience contributed to their soul's growth and the souls around them, including yours. With this insight comes immense gratitude for the opportunity to have lived, loved, and learned. Any feelings of regret, guilt, or resentment that might have existed were transformed into understanding and forgiveness. Their happiness now means being immersed in the Creator's source energy, an energy of unconditional love. Imagine floating in a warm, crystal-clear ocean, where every drop is pure love. There's no longer a feeling of separation. They feel part of everything, connected in perfect unity. The passions and talents your loved one had in life weren't lost. They were purified and expanded. If they loved music, they now embody the universe's melody. If they loved nature, they not only observe it, but feel the consciousness of every flower, tree, and star. Creativity is limitless, and the ability to learn and evolve continues in ways we can barely imagine. Archangel Michael wants you to know your loved one isn't idle. Souls on the spiritual plane are always active, working on their own growth and assisting those still in earthly life. They might be learning new things, serving as guides for other souls, or simply sending waves of love and support to you and others they cared for. Have you noticed that certain coincidences in your life are more than just chance? A comforting thought appearing out of nowhere, a sudden solution to a problem? Often, this is their loving influence, working with your angels and guides to smooth your path. Communication between realms exists, and love is its channel. They don't experience the sadness of separation as we do. While we feel physical absence, they feel the soul's eternal bond. To them, you were never truly apart. They can see and feel your love. Your prayers arrive as bouquets of light, and your longing is felt as a warm embrace. However, Archangel Michael makes a special request. He asks you to try transforming painful longing into tender remembrance, because intense suffering can, in a way, hinder their lightness of being. They want to see you well, to see you smiling. Your happiness here directly contributes to their happiness there. Before we continue, write 808 in the comments to invite the harmony and balance angels are sending your way. If this message brings peace to your heart, consider contributing via the Super Thanks button. Your support, however small, is a seed of light, helping us bring comfort and hope to more hearts. Your generosity returns to you multiplied in blessings. Dear soul, one of our greatest anxieties when someone departs is the feeling that the connection is severed forever. Archangel Michael is here to completely dispel that illusion. He affirms with the full power of universal love, the bond uniting you was not, and can never be, broken by physical death. Love is the universe's most powerful energy, knowing no barriers of time, space, or dimension. The love you shared continues, vibrant and strong, a golden bridge of light connecting your heart directly to your loved ones in the spiritual realm. This bridge is real, palpable at the soul level, and through it, communication persists, though differently from what you knew. Know that your loved one isn't distant or inaccessible. They are closer than you imagine, often by your side, present in spirit, sharing your moments of both joy and introspection. Communication now happens more subtly, through the soul's language and universal signs. You must tune your perception to recognize them. How often have you smelled a familiar scent out of nowhere, their perfume or favorite food, without an apparent source? How often has a specific song, meaningful to you both, played on the radio just as you thought of them? Have you found a feather in an unusual spot, or seen a vibrantly colored butterfly that seemed to land purposefully near you? These are not coincidences, dear soul. They are hellos from above, small winks from your loved one saying, I'm here, I'm well, and I still love you. They use nature, animals, repeating numbers, like 1111, dreams, and even thoughts that enter your mind to connect. Pay attention to dreams. Often, the dream realm is a meeting point where barriers between worlds thin, allowing loving, comforting visits. If you dream of them, and it feels incredibly real and peaceful, accept it as a genuine encounter. Archangel Michael advises that to strengthen this connection and perceive these signs more clearly, you need to cultivate serenity. When immersed in mental noise, anxiety, and agitation, it's like trying to hear a soft word in a noisy crowd. Find moments of quiet each day. Meditate. Pray, walk in nature, or simply sit in silence and speak to your loved one in your heart. Talk to them as if they were in the room. Share your day, your joys, ask for guidance. They hear you. Every word of love you send is received instantly. The answer will come, perhaps not in audible words, but as a feeling of peace flooding your being, a clear intuition, or one of the many signs the universe places in your path. Before we continue, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. It helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Now to continue. Understand they don't want you living in the past, trapped by memories. They want you to use the love you shared as a springboard to live your present as fully and happily as possible, knowing they remain part of your life. Now, as your personal angels, protectors, and greatest cheerleaders from the other side, the relationship hasn't ended. It has simply evolved into a new form, an eternal, unbreakable soul-to-soul connection. Angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number today is 7. Write in the comments, "I received the angel's energy. My lucky number is 7 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I care for deeply." If this message touched your heart, show your support with a super thanks and help spread this message of light to others who need it. Dear soul, Archangel Michael now addresses a highly sensitive and crucial point in your healing: guilt and regrets. It's almost universal that after a loved one passes, our minds bombard us with what ifs. What if I had said that? What if I hadn't done that? I should have spent more time. I should have noticed the signs. These thoughts are heavy anchors, trapping us in a sea of sorrow and preventing us from moving towards peace. Archangel Michael is here today to cut these chains of guilt you may be carrying with his sword of light. He wants you to hear, with celestial clarity, the message your loved one conveys through him right now. Please, release all guilt. I carry no resentment, no bitterness, nothing but love and gratitude for you. From their plane of light, the perspective is one of complete understanding. There is no judgment. Your loved one sees the full picture of the life you shared. They understand your intentions, know your heart's purity, and know you always did your best with the knowledge and resources you had at each moment. Small arguments, unsaid words, impatient moments, all are now seen for what they truly were. Part of the human experience, part of learning. None of this taints the immense love that existed and still exists between you. In fact, from that side, they recall only love. The memories that shine brightest are those of smiles, hugs, and moments of closeness and affection. All else has dissolved in the light of unconditional understanding and forgiveness. Your loved one doesn't want you to punish yourself. Seeing you carry this burden is the only thing that could, in any way, disturb their peace. They long for your lightness, for your happiness. They want you to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not being perfect, for no one is. Forgive yourself for being human. Life on Earth is a complex school, and we are all learning. Every mistake, every perceived failure was a valuable lesson. Accept these lessons with gratitude and move forward. The greatest gift, the highest tribute you can offer their memory, is not to dwell on the past, but to live your present with the fullness they would wish for you. They don't want to be a reason for stagnation in your life. They want to be the inspiration for you to live more intensely, love more deeply, and smile more openly. They want their memory to be a source of strength, not self-punishment. Archangel Michael suggests a small release ritual. Before we continue, I'd like to propose something powerful. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, whom you wish to forgive. Visualize each one, send them love, and say, "I forgive you and release you. May peace be with you." Feel the lightness and freedom forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice daily to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. By doing so, you're not only healing yourself, but also sending a wave of light and love to your loved one, showing them you've understood the message and are choosing the path of peace. The truth is, they've already forgiven you for anything you believe you did wrong. Now, the only person who needs to grant that forgiveness is yourself. Release this burden, dear soul. Allow yourself to be happy again. This is your beloved's wish, and it is heaven's wish for you. Dear soul, you might wonder how your loved one sees your life now, from their elevated perspective. Archangel Michael shows me they are not distant or unaware of your daily experiences. Quite the opposite. They've become a loving observer, a silent guardian accompanying your steps with immense affection and pride. Their vision isn't limited like ours. They not only see your actions, but also feel your emotions, understand your inner struggles, and celebrate your victories, however small. They are with you in the simplest moments. When you tend the garden, prepare a meal with love, or watch the sunset. They share these instances, not as a shadow of the past, but as a presence of light that adds an extra layer of beauty and meaning to everything. When you feel happy and fulfilled, when you laugh from the heart, this energy of joy reaches them like a beautiful song, and they smile with you. They celebrate every step you take towards your own happiness and healing. They encourage you to try new things, meet people, travel, learn something you always wanted. They feel no jealousy or possessiveness. In the spiritual realm, love is expansive and liberating. Their only wish is to see you live a full, rich, and meaningful life. They know life continues for you, and that's exactly what they desire. They don't want your world to stop. They want to be the wind that propels your sails to navigate new oceans of experiences. They are immensely proud of your strength, your resilience, and how you've handled their physical absence. They see your courage, even on your most fragile days, and send you waves of strength and encouragement. Similarly, when you face difficulties and feel overwhelmed, they draw even closer. They cannot directly interfere with your free will or remove challenges, knowing these are part of your growth. Yet, they do much for you. They envelop you in nurturing, protective energy. They offer solutions through your intuition. They inspire others to help you. They work with Archangel Michael and your guardian angels to place the right people and opportunities in your path. How often have you felt an inexplicable strength to continue, even when you thought of giving up? That strength is often their love, upholding you. They see your tears, each met with compassion. They don't want you to stop crying if it's a cleansing or longing cry, but they yearn for the day your tears of sorrow turn into tears of gratitude for the beautiful time you shared. They want you to know you are never alone in this. Your path is observed with the deepest love and admiration. But there's more. Something even deeper happens in how they participate in your life. They are learning and growing through your experiences too. The connection between you is so strong that your progress here advances their evolution there. By choosing love over fear, joy over bitterness, you are not only healing yourself, but also raising both your vibrations, strengthening this eternal bond that unites you across dimensions. Dear soul, we now reach a crucial point in this message, a truth Archangel Michael wants deeply rooted in your heart. We've discussed your loved one's happiness and peace, but it's essential to grasp the dynamic of this joy. Their peace, in a very real way, is connected to yours. Imagine two harps tuned to the same note. When you pluck a string on one, the other vibrates in resonance, even from afar. The same occurs between loving souls. Your energy, emotions, and states of mind all reverberate across the bridge of light connecting you. This doesn't mean you're responsible for their happiness, as on the spiritual plane, happiness is an intrinsic state. However, your own happiness here on earth acts as an amplifier of their joy. When you allow joy into your life, when you permit yourself to laugh, celebrate, and love again, you send them the most beautiful melody, the most vibrant wave of light. Your loved one doesn't wish to be an altar of sorrow in your life, nor do they want their memory linked to perpetual pain. Instead, they desire their remembrance to be a catalyst for your joy. Consider this. Their love for you is so immense that their greatest wish is, and always will be, your well-being. Seeing you live a gray life, stuck in the past, would be the only thing that could cast a shadow on their paradise of light. Therefore, seeking your happiness isn't an act of forgetting or betrayal to their memory. It is, in fact, the greatest act of love and honor you can give them. It's telling them, the love you gave me was so powerful that it made me stronger, more capable of finding beauty in life, even after you left. I will live fully for both of us. Archangel Michael asks you to redefine your grief. Grieving doesn't have to be continuous suffering. It can be a transformative process, where the pain of absence gradually yields to gratitude for a presence that once was, and, in spirit, still is. Allow yourself to feel sadness when it comes. Embrace it. But don't invite it to reside permanently. Let it move through you like a river, and then, let the sun of joy shine again. Each time you choose joy, practice gratitude, or perform an act of kindness, you honor their life in the highest possible way. Before we continue, share this video with two loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of mutual love and support. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. Now, to continue. Your mission here endures. You have a purpose, lessons to learn, love to give and receive. Your loved one completed their part in this earthly school and now cheers you on for your graduation. They are your greatest encourager. They applaud every time you overcome a fear, every time you open your heart. Living a happy life doesn't erase the past. It ennobles it. It shows that shared love was fertile ground that continues to produce flowers, even after the gardener's departure. So, for their love and for your own, choose life, choose joy, choose peace. By doing so, you create a paradise here on earth that mirrors the paradise they now inhabit, strengthening the connection and ensuring that when your time comes, the reunion will be a celebration of two souls who never stopped loving and championing each other. Dear soul, for lasting peace to settle in your heart, Archangel Michael believes it's important to elevate your perspective and try to glimpse, even briefly, the grand scheme of things, the larger design of which we are all a part. Life and death, as we perceive them, are merely small segments of a soul's much longer, continuous existence. The separation you feel now, so real and painful, is, from eternity's perspective, just a blink. You are beings of light who chose to come to Earth for specific experiences, to learn particular lessons, and above all, to experience love in its physical form. Before arriving here, at a soul level, you agreed upon the roles you would play in each other's lives. The relationship you shared, be it mother, father, child, spouse, or friend, was a sacred agreement, a soul contract made for mutual growth. Your loved one fulfilled their part of that agreement. They lived the time allotted, learned the lessons they came to learn, and taught what they came to teach. Their departure, however premature or difficult it may seem to human eyes, occurred at the precise, perfect moment within their soul's blueprint. It wasn't a mistake, a punishment, or a tragic accident. It was a completion, a graduation. They finished their curriculum in this school and returned to the spiritual home to continue their development on other levels. Part of their lesson, and yours too, was the experience of physical separation and the discovery that love transcends this barrier. The love you shared wasn't just for happy times on earth. This love was the tool your souls used to grow, to refine yourselves, to become more compassionate, wiser, and stronger. The pain you feel now, however intense, is also part of this grand design. Through loss, we learn to value life and connections more deeply. It is in the winter of longing that the soul learns to find the warmth of the sun within itself. Archangel Michael shares this, not to minimize your pain, but to give it meaning. Your sorrow is not in vain. It is transforming you, opening your heart to levels of compassion and empathy you might never have otherwise reached. You are becoming wiser, more attuned to what truly matters. Your loved one, from the other side, understands this perfectly. They see how this experience, though painful, serves your higher purpose. They honor your courage to continue, to face each day, to seek healing. This message reached you at the right time, but you must act quickly in your heart, choosing love's perspective. Understand that you are not victims of a cruel fate. You are brave souls, co-creating an incredibly rich and beautiful tapestry of experiences. Their departure wasn't the end of your story. It was a page turn to a new mode of interaction, a new level of love that no longer relies on physical presence. Grasping this, sadness can begin to shift into acceptance, and acceptance into a profound peace, the peace that comes from knowing all is as it should be, within a perfect plan of love greater than our minds can conceive. Dear soul, we have reached the end of this deep communication, and Archangel Michael wishes to seal this message with the most absolute and comforting assurance, that of reunion. Just as the sun sets on the horizon only to rise again elsewhere, the soul's life is an eternal cycle of departures and reconnections. The separation you now experience is temporary. It is a condition of earthly existence, not a universal truth. One day, when your own mission here on earth is complete, at the perfect time destined for you, you too will transition back to your spiritual home. And in that moment, dear soul, there will be a celebration of light and love beyond your imagination. The first soul to greet you from beyond the veil, with a radiant smile and open arms, will be your loved ones. Imagine that moment. No more tears of sadness, only tears of overwhelming joy. No more pain of longing, only the fullness of reunion. It will be a soul embrace, a merging of energies that recognize and love each other from time immemorial. In that instant, all time spent apart will seem but a brief dream. You will share everything you lived, everything you learned, and comprehend with crystal clarity the purpose of each moment. You will see how, even physically separated, you never stopped walking together, supporting each other, and loving. Death is not a period. It's merely a door, a passage to a different room in existence's grand house. Your loved one simply stepped through that door a little before you. They are not gone forever. They just went ahead to prepare the way, to wait for you with the same love, or an even greater love, purified and expanded by spiritual wisdom. Until that day arrives, Archangel Michael and your beloved loved one ask you to live. Live with courage, purpose, and above all, with love. Fill your days with meaning. Honor the life you've been given. Care for your body. Nourish your soul. Open your heart to new joys and new people. Know that they celebrate your every step. You have a retinue of light surrounding you, cheering you on constantly. Don't rush. Trust life's timing. Savor every sunrise and sunset, every smile, every lesson. In moments of deep longing, close your eyes, place a hand over your heart, and feel their presence in the gentle beat within your chest, in the warmth emanating from your own love. They are there, they are at peace, they are happy, and they are waiting for you. This is the truth Archangel Michael brought you today. Keep it as a treasure in your soul, and let it be the light that guides your steps until the day of glorious reunion. May peace be in your heart, today and always. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write, "The memory of love is our greatest legacy," in the comments. Share your experiences below. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.